waiting on Fido. How dare they say they're waiting on me? From Boston, in the ironically named Commonwealth of Massachusetts, in the upper right-hand corner of the United States that we call New England, on the continent of North America, rotating at 900 miles an hour, the blue marble is the Earth, racing at 90 miles per second, around the local star known as Sol in the fashionable western spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, common dimension 616. It's Fido Live number 162. Wow.
Wow.
We have the chief colorist with us as usual today, but don't make it as usual because we don't know when we'll see her again.
Hey.
As she goes on vacation tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who knows when she returns?
Gonna try to return real soon.
Your humble cartoonist Charles Croce doesn't get a vacation. I've got to draw one of these every day for the rest of my life. But fortunately, I am at least 3 weeks ahead.
Seriously, you're gonna talk about the vacation? Seriously, you want to trade places?
Let's go over everyone's favorite segment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what the chief colorist hath wrought, a segment that weekly challenges the vows of a 20-year marriage.
Oh, you already challenged them.
It's billowing clouds of aromatic secondhand smoke. Let's see what this is. Monday the 18th. This will be tomorrow. We'll keep track of how many weeks ahead we are. I think I might be getting close to 4 weeks now. That'd be a month. I know I am in the first week of September already. All right, here we go. Tomorrow, Fido and Dino. Fido's eating a Homer Simpson's donut. See, pink with sprinkles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm quitting drinking for good. No more alcohol? Yep. From now on, I'm clean sober. You have to bathe for that. 1 day at a time. That can go away. Here is the Tuesday. Fido and Dino again. It's easy to quit drinking alcohol. Just don't think about it. How long have you been sober? 2 days, 6 hours, 93 minutes, 17 minutes. I must have been really drunk when I did this. I completely screwed this up.
You lost a little bit of time.
First thing, 93 minutes. I think
an hour and a half.
I think I meant to say 33 or 23 or whatever. And then 16, 17 seconds, not minutes. So but it still works. So I'm leaving it. I'm not getting in there with the whiteout and fixing it. I'm not redrawing it. I'm staying with it because it's funnier that way.
You can't argue with that. It is funny that way.
Okay, we have Wednesday. Bogash, Fido, and Dino. You quit drinking? Yep. I figured I'd start taking life seriously. I'm going to be an elementary school teacher again. I should set a good example. I'm proud of you, Dino. Stands there for a while. What do soap people do all day? I have no idea. So Fido finally has some lines this week. He's just been sitting around doing nothing. So Fido says, "How's Dino doing with sobriety?" Not good. And then the rest of the panel, don't even need that panel. You think about it. The rest of the three panels is Dino with the cats. Do you have to use that catnip in front of me? I'm trying to stay sober here. Catnip doesn't work on humans. Are you sure? The closet cat's becoming junkie cat.
Oh no.
All right, here is I don't have her photo, but this is someone who I stole from X or Twitter, formerly called Twitter, and Dino, Fido. I don't even know her name. I am so drunk. What's your name, handsome? Dino. Why don't you take me home? And she passes out in the bar. Why didn't stuff like this ever happen to me when I was just drinking and had poor judgment?
I know. It sucks.
We call her Lucky Charms because she's vaginally suspicious.
Ew.
All right, there we go. Saturday. So that makes it 1 week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday mornings, I used to watch cartoons. What's with you humans? I never have trouble finding something to do. I meant I can't watch cartoons because you broke the television. Well, find something to do. I'm going to go break a window now.
Oh,
Bad dog. Go lie down.
that's right.
Yeah, is the following Monday. Bogash and Fido. No. What do you mean, no? I mean, you can't go to the dog groomer again. Sure, I can. All I need is money. I'm not giving it to you. It's your fault I don't get the ladies.
Oh.
And a good ankle over knee crossing, which is how a man crosses his legs, where a woman crosses knee over knee. Actually, that is knee over knee. Oh no, Fido, what are you trying to tell us here? Oh, I guess he doesn't get the ladies.
Oh my.
I quit drinking and I'm gaining weight and losing my hair. I sleep on the floor because the dog won't allow me on his couch next to our dirty cat litter box. You're complaining? Nothing's really changed in your life. Yeah, but I used to be too drunk to notice.
Aw.
It's like for the first time, I think Felicia should have a Jewish accent. You're complaining? Who's the actor who used to play all those great roles? I'll think about it later.
A female one?
No, there's a male. Yeah, you're right. Felicia needs a female voice, but I think if we do cast actors to play them.
Hirsch?
No, well, Judge Hirsch would do it, yeah. But I was thinking more. I'm mind fucked. But maybe we can get someone from the tribe, a female from the tribe, to play Felicia. Have to think about the voices. Of course, we want Ben Affleck and Matt Damon to play Dino and Bo. Full Boston accent. You need the Boston accent for this trip. All right, Dino, Fido, and Felicia are sitting at a bus stop. I think that woman lost her purse. It's full of money. Let's keep it. Give it back to her. She'll be charmed by your honesty and fall in love with you.
Aww.
How do you think he'll do? Not good. I took the money. Bad dog. Bad.
Bad dog.
All right, here's Thursday. Fido observes Bo shaving. Looks at the shaver, lathers up, puts on a towel, everything, and shaves. I didn't know where to stop. He's all pink and got all the cuts. Wow, she did a great job on that. Good job, Chief Colors. It really looks like Fido was completely shaven. Let's get that close to the camera. All right. Here is the Friday. Where are they Friday? They're in the bar. This makes week 2. Okay. I got to do the cat boss voice. Pardon me. Okay. Who ordered the hamburger? Cat boss, you're handling food. Did you at least wash your hands? Oh, of course. And he licks his paws.
Ew.
I assume that's clean cat saliva. It might have been before I cleaned my butt.
Ew.
And I guess we go into cat butts from here on out. Everybody, stop what you're doing. I have something important to show you. This is my butt. And they leave. They must be going to get their cameras. Anyone who has a cat knows that. They're very proud of their butts.
That's right. Well, if you could just walk around and show people your butt, wouldn't you?
I guess so. Okay, Monday on week 2. They gave me a lesson plan to follow when I go back to teach elementary school. I don't even know half this stuff. Didn't you go to school as a kid? Sure. And we have young Dino in the classroom. When am I going to need to know all this stuff? So, hey, check out the cast here. This is the character that plays the principal that we'll see later on. This is Bo. And back there is Jane. Wow, looks like the entire cast is kids. Not kids-ish. I guess. What do you think? High school here? Yeah, I think I made him too old for elementary school. Okay, and we start Dino's teaching career, Mark Deux. Kid, still sleeping in the morning. Look, he's got a Sydney Sweeney poster on the wall.
Oh.
And I figure we'll do the idea of, Peanuts. I just had the character. You never saw an adult character. It's just wah, 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 wah. Well, at least we hear wah, wah, wah. So, get up. It's the first day of school. Mom, I'm not going to learn anything this year. Get up and go to school now. Get up now and go to school. He gets up. And he finally hits the classroom, and Dino's there. I'm back. Yep, I called it. I'm not going to worry. And even Fido's coming to class with him.
Oh.
Well, I figured it's Fido's comic strip. He's got to be in it. And canonically, it kind of works because you can't leave Fido home alone. He'll wreck the apartment.
This is true.
So gotta go to Dino's. Got to take him to school with him.
Oh, the kids will love the doggy.
Oh, hey, you did this character right. I was looking to get some sort of racial mixture in the classroom, and I did plan on this kid being, another kid, Indian, the black kid, and the Indian, and the Indian kid. Yeah. You got them right. I'm your teacher for this semester. You may call me Dino. We're going to embark together on a magical tour of discovery, where I'm sure I shall learn from you much more than you will learn from me.
Yeah, makes sense.
This doesn't sound promising. Does anybody know what this word means? Got Fido on here. He's studying the lesson plan that we saw yesterday's comic strip. Would have liked if the books were different colors on the desk here, but oh well. Vegas can't be choosers. Otherwise, the chief colorist did a fine job.
2 different colors for the books on the desk.
Yeah, they're both.
You
the same
know,
color.
I thought there were too many.
Yeah.
Books and too many colors.
Yeah,
Like,
she
honestly,
does.
I made that up.
Yeah, she does sort of punt on the book colors. I see. Even in the bookcase back here.
No, I used to do every individual color, and you said there were weird colors.
Yeah, but I guess it sort of makes sense that books of the same size are the same color because they are the same edition. Just yeah, it makes sense. Oh well, there we go. There's the Wednesday, and this will be like the last one that Chief Colorist colors until she comes back from vacation. And ironically, the last time she went out on vacation was when Dino became a teacher.
So we're not going to let Dino be a teacher again.
Because every time
this is the last time Dino's a teacher. Sorry, everybody.
The only reason why Dino's a teacher is I have like multiple subjects and months of material. All right, we will probably be inking this one today. We have little girl and Fido on the desk and Dino at the desk. Mr. Dino, I'm having trouble with this problem. Which one? This one. Math is hard. Do I add this verse or that? The answer is 5. Oh, okay. How did you get that answer? The answer sheet.
There you go. Where else would you get an answer?
So when I was in elementary school myself, one of the teachers played a practical joke on the other teacher, and they put a help wanted sign on her door. So just for me, I put the help wanted sign on Dino's door. You can read that however you want in the comic strip. I sometimes like to put these cute little details in there. Okay, here's Friday. They're in the bar. 3 weeks ahead we are. Dino stumbles in. He's missing a shoe. His shirt's ripped. He's covered in pizza. Bruises and burn marks all over his body.
Ew.
What happened to you? I was cafeteria monitor today. They had a food fight. Friday is pizza day. Little saucy bricks of hot, cheesy goo flying through the air. It was horrible. It was yummy.
Oh.
So, yeah, we still have to finish doing the finish penciling on all these suckers. So if we decide not to ink and do finish penciling, we can work on this one with either inking or penciling today. And this one you can't see at all. I just did the rough penciling. But it's pretty simple. Fido and Bo. Fido chasing Bo down. Why is it always a no with you? Because you keep coming up with stupid ideas. But if we shave the cats, it'll be a lot cleaner around here. I said no.
No.
And the cats are up there on top of the cat tree. We weren't going to let you do it anyway. And last panel, he's got a closet cat. He's ripped out of hair. He says, I'll put a few more cat hairs in his food. He'll change his mind. So there is the Saturday. And we are 3 weeks ahead.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's ink this one today. What the hell? Well, let's see. As you all know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet. So I have to wear this, a glove, to keep me from getting a little bit of my filth onto this page. Try to keep the page as clean as possible. And I also like to put down a piece of paper. That's to keep me from smudging these lines, because as I've demonstrated many times in the past, these Blackwing pencils that we used will smear if you rub a oily, greasy, dirty, filthy hand on them, which cartoonists happen to have in spades.
Cartoonists are the filthiest, dirtiest. I'm sorry.
So, Superman flies onto digital just over a month after hitting theaters. Yeah.
It's really.
It's going to be on. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. I'm going to finally get to see this thing. Yeah, I was asking myself this morning if I had gone to this theater to see this film, whether I would be upset to know that I wasted $100. It was going to be on.
I know, because it would have been 100.
It's going to be on in a month.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have affected my decision to go to the theater if I knew it was going to be on in a month. And anything in the future now, I'm just going to say, oh, I'll wait till it comes on streaming. You're doing a lot of damage to your product there, Warner, and also how long until Fantastic Four hits Disney Plus? Yeah.
And you know, like, what if you have kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple of kids. I mean, you're saying $100. That's not even a joke.
Yeah,
it might cost people. Who knows how much money it costs somebody to go out. And then if they already have Disney Plus, they can just watch it when they have Disney Plus in a month.
So, I got paid. James Gunn says, quote, "We would be idiots to make a first in a franchise film that would need to make $650 million."
So you're saying you're idiots?
Yeah,
or,
because you didn't even make $650 million. You, in fact, according to this, you made 580. Meaning, you didn't make your money back. Well, James made his money. James got paid.
Yes,
Doesn't
this
care.
is true, James.
And they're going to let him make that with Millie Alcock, Supergirl. So James's career is doing just fine. It's Warner, who happens to be $38 billion with a B in debt, who just what's worth another $600 million? Yeah, who cares?
Hey, can I interject something quickly?
What's that?
Well, maybe not quickly, but you and I have had this discussion, but I almost want to show this to the audience so that if I get shit about it later, can you take these two pencils?
Mm-hmm.
These are both Fido's color, 64.
All right, let's see. This is, we'll call this pencil dark. And this is the other pencil. Okay, yeah.
Right?
I'm not sure if the audience could. Yeah, I can look. I'm looking at the monitor.
Yeah,
This one is considerably darker than that one.
And of a different hue.
Well, Conador, you guys suck at your job, huh? Yes, 84. Yes, 64. The same number on either pencil.
I don't know if they call them the same thing, but I don't care. They're supposed to not have to call them the
Polycolor,
same thing because they have the color.
3800 series. Yeah,
No,
Conador.
but I mean the actual color, like the name of the color. I don't know if they call it.
Well, identical stamping on both pencils. So
Right, exactly.
burnt ochre. Conador, you suck at your job.
Mm-hmm. Look at these three. And these are the more expensive pencils.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, take that. Want to take
Oh,
those
I'm
back?
sorry. I was just.
All right. Let's see what we got here. This is 65.
I mean, two of them kind of look alike, but.
This is 65. That's a little off. That's a little bit warmer, a little bit cooler. Oh, and that one's much darker. Yeah.
Right?
These are all Conador 65.
Remember
Conador, you suck at your job.
Remember you
I can
made
just-
a comment about Dino's hair seems
Yeah.
redder.
Use the same number.
Yeah.
Well, I think professionals use computers to do the coloring.
There still should be quality control.
There is no quality control at Conador. They suck at their job. Speaking of sucking at your job,
Sorry, just had to interject that.
yeah. Well, we reported a long time ago that Starfleet Academy was renewed for season 2 with Tatiana Maslany, She-Hulk, as a guest star. Well, apparently Starfleet Academy has been canceled for season 2 before season 1 even airs.
Wow.
Oh, I'd like to point out, this is a female Jem'Hadar soldier. Now, if you remember from your Deep Space Nine show, the Jem'Hadar were a genetically created race of warriors that the Dominion created to fight their wars. there were no females.
And
And if there were females, I doubt they'd be played by overweight women of color. But
you
yeah,
can't say that for certain.
yeah. So Skydance has taken over Paramount, and they're really going to focus on making good Star Trek. And apparently, they had to do a lot of reshoots on Starfleet Academy Season 1 because they tied it all up at Section 31, which is not going to happen. So, shucks, we'll never see these wonderful actresses again, even that one that they killed off in the first act of the show. Skydance claims they're going to make better Star Trek, but we have to remember that Skydance, was involved in the J.J. Abrams films, which underperformed. Now, J.J. Abrams used to be all tied up with Akiva Goldsmith, who does this crap, but now they've had a falling out since then. Now they're sort of sworn enemies, but Goldsmith is apparently going to lose his job at Star Trek. Thank God. This is the easiest of all the sci-fi franchises to fix. I mean, it's going to be really difficult to fix Doctor Who. It's going to be really difficult to fix Star Wars.
I know you've said that you think that this
But
is the easiest
Star
one
Trek
to fix.
is so easy to fix because they can just say, "Oh, that happened in the mirror universe. That happened in another universe." That's it. And Michael Burnham, just wipe her away. She never existed. And that's it. You've cleaned the slate, and you can go off and make good Star Trek again. Just get rid of Michael Burnham. Get rid of everything Goldsmith has done. Well, Star Trek, who knows? Maybe he'll come back to us. So something that's not going to come back to us probably would be female pro basketball. Now, we spoke about this last week. Whoever runs basketball doesn't understand sports because this is boring as hell. People watch sports because you're watching the best people in the world do the thing best as they can. And basketball is in trouble anyway, but female basketball will never make a lot of money. And yeah, okay, sure, we can put them all in bikinis, but these aren't good-looking women anyway. It's probably not a good idea because, well, for basketball, you need, I hate to say it, mutants. You need tall, lanky people who can reach the net easily. Football, you generally need like big, powerful, bulky, fast-running people, and that lends itself a little bit more to wearing lingerie than basketball ever will. So, obviously, like one of the best ways to get interest is to have is to do what pro wrestling did. You have heels and baby faces. You have rivalries, and they used to have a rivalry here between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. They were rivals on different teams in college, and when they got into the pros, they pulled up this big rivalry thing. And Angel claims that Caitlin Clark's fans sent nudes of her to her family and stuff like that. Ew. I don't think it ever happened because does anyone in a million years believe Caitlin Clark had any fans? So we have Angel here, Angel Reese, who's trying to become the perpetual heel. And who is she going to attack but our Sydney Sweeney? Angel Reese calls for an American Eagle boycott and slams Sydney Sweeney campaign as, quote, disgusting and divisive. WNBA star Angel Reese has called for a boycott of American Eagle, denouncing the brand's latest ad campaign featuring actress Sydney Sweeney as disgusting and divisive. The comments made last week. God, that was like an echo quote. This is going to be written by AI. The comments made last night on Reese's verified X, formerly Twitter account, have ignited a whirlwind of reactions from fans, fashion insiders, and cultural commentators.
Have they really?
These women just can't be likable, which I believe. Yeah. This is not the America that I stand for, she wrote. American Eagle's decision. You stand for something American, really. Okay. American Eagle's decision to push this campaign is disgusting and divisive. We deserve brands that unite, not pit people against each other. Wait a minute. Okay, unite and not pit people against each other. Okay, just putting it out there. I don't wear their clothes. I won't wear their clothes again. I don't think you ever did, but okay. I won't wear their clothes again. And neither should you. While Reese didn't specify which aspects of the campaign she found offensive, sources close to the player suggested she took issue with both the tone and the underlying themes of the shoot, which some critics described as tone deaf in today's climate. Almost instantly, Reese's call for boycott began trending with hashtags like Boycott American Eagle and Stand with Angel. Yeah, nobody is doing that. Just take my word for it. Nobody's Stand with Angel. Nobody is hashtag Standing with Angel. Can these women of the WNBA make themselves more unlikable? Yes, they can do so by trying to trash what is otherwise a likable brand. Yeah, women's basketball will never be successful. I mean, even if they had them running up and down the court, bare ass naked, it really wouldn't spike much in the ratings. It's still boring. Yeah. This is really important moment for me to be the face of women's hoops.
Women's what?
Woo! Hey, everybody. I got to pull that one back. Here we go. The face of women's hoops, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You got it, Angel.
With all the
There you go, Angel. Yep. I declare you the face of women's hoops. This is not good, Angel. This is not good for your sport. This is not good for anything. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping we will never, ever, ever have to talk about women's basketball again. And I'm pretty sure we won't ever have to talk about women's basketball again, to a point that I'm not even going to save, even Sydney Sweeney, I'm not even going to save any of these to perhaps use as a piece of paper to put on the thing. Now, we still have that Sydney Sweeney, who we could possibly put on the thing. But everyone should remember that she probably really looks more like that. But who knows? Go aside, Sydney. Hey, we have Disney celebrating 100 years. 90 of them good. What do I have with Disney? Hashtag fire Kevin Feige. They're going to spend $600 million on this film and still don't have a script. What else is Disney doing that's going to be interesting? Oh, yeah. Disney live action, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Rachael Ziegler eyed for the starring role in a bold reimagining. Disney, you just don't learn, do you? Disney's pulling all the stops to breathe new life into the 1996 animated classic The Hunchback of Notre Dame, announcing a live-action remake that promises to blend gothic grandeur with modern storytelling. Big mistake, Disney. At the heart of the buzz is the tantalizing possibility that Rachael Ziegler, the breakout star of West Side Story, lost money, and Snow White, lost money, will take on the leading role, potentially as the spirited Esmeralda. Probably a role she could play better than Snow White. Possibly. I mean, this is the breakout role she should have taken, not Snow White. So I printed this whole thing out because there's actually a humorous bit here at the bottom. What the hell? Let's just read the whole. The plot, a gothic tale reborn with heart and grit. The live-action Hunchback of Notre Dame is poised to follow the core narrative of the 1996 animated film, infused with elements from Hugo's novel to create a more grounded, emotionally resonant story. Set in 1482 Paris, the film centers on Quasimodo, a kind-hearted but deformed bell ringer. Confined to the towers of Notre Dame Cathedral, his world is one of isolation, shaped by his cruel guardian, Judge Claude Frollo, who keeps him hidden from society that shuns his appearance. The arrival of Esmeralda, a vibrant Romani dancer, disrupts his status quo, sparkling a tale of love, prejudice, and rebellion. The story kicks off with Quasimodo sneaking out to attend the Festival of Fools, where he's crowned King of Fools, only to face public scorn. Esmeralda's compassion ignites his longing for acceptance, while her defiance against Frollo's oppressive rule draws attention of Captain Phoebus, a dashing soldier torn between duty and morality. As Frollo's obsession with Esmeralda spirals into tyranny, Quasimodo must find the courage to protect her and challenge the injustice gripping Paris, especially a climactic showdown at Notre Dame with fiery stakes. Maybe that's why the cathedral burnt down. Quasimodo was fighting Frollo.
Yeah. Maybe.
But they're going to update it for modern audiences. Thematic depth, acceptance, justice, and modern relevance. The Hunchback of Notre Dame has always stood out for its bold themes, and live-action remake promises to dive deeper. At its core, the story champions acceptance. Quasimodo's quest for belonging resonates with anyone who's felt like an outsider. Esmeralda's fight against prejudice reflects ongoing struggles from marginalized groups. Oh yeah, this is a role made for Rachael Ziegler. Yeah, I guess Disney has, like Warner Brothers, Disney hasn't lost enough money, so they're bringing this back, this woman back.
Maybe they have a quota. They have to lose X amount of dollars before.
Yeah. So I would advise against hiring Rachael Ziegler for anything, even though she's probably perfect for this role. I think Humberly Gonzalez was Rachel's understudy for Snow White. Give it to Humberly. Humberly is at least a little bit more likable. And Humberly got herself offed in the first scene of Star Trek Section 31 anyway. So, Humberly is looking for work. Not like she's ever going to be playing the character she played in Section 31. No one knows. But hey, if Rachael Ziegler make a comeback, why can't our Brie Larson? I mean, she did all that work to give herself an ass. I mean, check it out. Here's her Captain Marvel season 1, and here's her by Captain Marvel season 2. Woohoo! Bring back Brie Larson. Yeah, I had to self-censor this one because we had her topless.
Oh my.
Gets us in trouble. They give her all her measurements and everything here, but they don't give her shoe size.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. You know what they say about women with big feet, right?
I don't want to hear what they say about women with big feet because I'm sure it's they have a big heart.
They wear big shoes.
They wear big shoes. Okay.
And you got big shoes to fill here, Rachael Ziegler. Good luck, Miss Ziegler, in your attempts at a comeback with Disney live action. I'd recommend it. I'd recommend against it, but I don't think Ziegler can afford to give up any roles. I guess she's doing Evita in London, and her understudy really outclassed her.
Oh, really?
Mm. Oh, she's just unlikable. Yeah. And yeah, she can sing, but any number of 1 million other women in the world can sing as well. It's no special talent. Just like I can draw, but another million people can draw just as well. It's my winning personality that brings all it brings all the girls to the table.
Correct.
All right, Irving on camera 1. Can you zoom into about like right here so we can see what we're doing? And wow, do we have Rachael Ziegler in her under boob on the table today? It looks like it. I did not think I'd have Rachael Ziegler to kick around anymore. But what did I know? Maybe we'll have Brie Larson again someday too.
Oh,
now,
Brie.
If Irving on camera 1 could only center this perfectly, we're going to have to go with that. You don't really need to see the top of the panel because we don't do anything up there. You want to focus on this anyway. Let's get a brush. Now, interestingly enough, I was going through my Blick catalog here. See, this is how the U.S. mail delivers catalogs these days. It's pre-chewed up by the dog, so you don't have to worry about anything. But My brush actually exists here. My squirrel pubic hair brush actually exists here in Blick. Let me find the right page. It's probably on one of the pages that's stuck together. Don't you hate it when magazine pages get stuck together?
I don't want to discuss it.
Used to always happen to my father's Hustler magazines.
Oh,
I don't know how or
Stop. Yeah.
why.
Yep.
Where's the brushes? Boy, this
You
segment's
can't
taking
find the brushes?
this segment's taking much too long.
No,
Let's go
you'll be
through
seated during me finding the brushes.
every page is the canvas. There we go. So anyway, don't tell anybody, but that's my brush right there, and right to the left of it, there's another brush. I'm just gonna put that corner there on the page. The Silver Brush Black Velvet Synthetic Series, a blend of natural squirrel hair and black synthetic filaments, result in a full-bodied brush with excellent coloring capacity, precise pointing, and wonderful snap and spring for watercolors, inks, dyes, and acrylics, gouache, and silk painting. Polished black ferrules are fitted into gloss black handles. It's kind of like a piano key handle. It's really piano finish handle. And these brushes cost not one, not two, not three, but 4 times the amount that it takes to get the Sherpa to go up the Himalayas and get me these fine brushes. So I would like to ask my patrons on Patreon to please come back. Ever since Apple Pay has taken over Patreon, I get 0 from Patreon. I used to get enough to buy paper, a few art supplies. Patreon committed suicide by switching just to Apple Pay, and no one has that shit. It's like Disney Plus. So I get 0 now. It was nice to get a little bit, money from people, but nope, nothing now. Thank you, Patreon. But if I'm not getting anything, they're not getting anything. So you brought it on yourself. It's kind of like Disney or Warner Brothers. You guys brought this on yourself, and you wonder why you're not making money. So Rachel's going to be able to afford a new mansion. I'm guessing it's Hollywood, baby. She'll buy a bunch of land that was burnt in the Palisades fire, and she'll put up a big mansion with an infinity pool. I'm guessing modern design. You're going to have a sort of aircraft approach off the back decks, going off into with the view of the city in the background, and she'll have the bathrooms with an opportunity to be naked in front of a window, and she'll have the fire next to the water so that she can properly worship her god, and all the wonderful stuff that you always see in Hollywood. Never go from a dry brush right to the characters, which I was just about to do. Let's see if we can get a few strokes in here to get the brush used to carrying ink. We'll do the word balloons first. Yeah, that seems to be working well. The Himalayan tree squirrel pubic hair does a pretty good job. I'm just fascinated to see what the synthetic squirrel hair noir brush would be like if I want to spend close to $30 a brush.
Yikes.
Perhaps if the good people at Blick would comp me a brush, I could review it here online. Ooh, yeah. Tell everybody if it does have a decent snap, if it's better than my squirrel pubic hair brush or not. That will never happen.
But a man can dream.
Well, I spend enough time kissing Blick's ass for free. Why would they ever? They don't have to ask for complimentary advertising from me. All right, let's start with the little girl here, who I think might be Emma. I've used this design character since art school. It's probably one of my original little girl designs.
I didn't know she had a name.
Yeah. Well, I did a animated short, Mike and Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Mike was a little boy, actually rather similar to the disheveled haired, dark haired boy that I draw. And I guess he is Mike. Anyway, and like uh, they're sitting in a sand pit playing, and Emma's sitting quiet next to Mike while Mike plays, and then she
Oh.
leaves and returns, and she's wearing makeup. Mike is still ignoring her. She leaves, returns, and she's wearing like a dress a little bit too big for her, and she's stuffed like oranges in there to make it look like she has a breast line.
Oh my.
And Mike is still ignoring her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes over to a clown who's running an ice cream truck and brings him to Mike, and Mike is dragged away into the ice cream truck, and Emma is happy.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
The less said about that strip, the better.
That was edgy at the time. You understand? I was an edge lord.
Sure.
Much like James Gunn in art school, I was an edge lord.
Sure.
They knew of me as Crow. Yeah.
Sure.
Crow the edge lord. You know, and sort of really hyper hip type. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well. So how is everybody? How's everybody feeling?
Well, I think everyone should know that their cartoonist used to be an edgelord.
Yeah, sure.
I think, for the hell of it, let's put Emma here in a black skirt. That makes this less for the chief colorist to have to color. Oh, wait a minute. She's not going to be coloring this one because she's going on vacation.
All the vacation one more time.
What do you want me to call it?
Really?
Let's see. She's going to a place with lavish views of the city.
That part's true.
Lavish skyline views of the city.
That part's true.
And there's a helicopter that lands on a roof or above.
That scares the shit out of you when you're in a state where scaring the shit out of you is probably not a good idea.
Room service,
Oh,
waitresses.
fuck that. You know this. No. We're not calling that room service. No.
Well, you're not cooking your own meals. Gourmet meals.
Call them meals.
Gourmet meals.
Actually, the first hospital's not bad. The meals at the hospital aren't bad. It's the meals in the rehab that are horrible.
24-hour concierge.
Yeah, but you only have to wait an hour to get any answer from.
All right. So Fido doesn't do much in this strip, but it is his strip, so he's going to be in it. But the canon storyline is that Dino can't leave him at home. So he's got to take him into the classroom with him. No. What's great about a brush is you can start with a final line and get a little heavier and then fine again. I like to put a little shadow there under the arm. The hell of it. Makes me happy.
And why are we here?
We're here to make me happy. That's right, chief colorist. But how can you but be happy if you're drawing a comic strip? It's the greatest job in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So Dino's got a fold in his shirt. It goes 1, 2, 3. Ha 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 ha. And a little fag tag on the back here. There we go. So he's got to wear a button-down shirt because that's his professional teaching outfit. Not just the black t-shirt that he usually wears. I think he stole this shirt from Bo anyway. Oops, I forgot the thumb. Oh well, no one will notice I screwed it up right there, will they? No. Nah, no one will notice that. And that freaky little porn stash, kind of like a Pedro Pascal porn stash. Dino had the Pedro Pascal mustache before Pedro Pascal had the Pedro Pascal mustache. I'll have you know.
Porn stars in the 70s had the Pedro Pascal mustache before Pedro Pascal had the mustache.
There's another name we're not going to hear in a long time. Pedro Pascal.
You thought you weren't going to hear Rachael Ziegler for a long time.
Yeah. Just about every film Pedro's done this year, and he's done a lot of them, has been a disappointment, shall we say. To be more accurate, they didn't make their money back. But that's the new standard of success in Hollywood. You don't have to be in a successful film. Look at Rachael Ziegler. She has never in her career ever been in a film that's made their money back. Yet they're giving her more work. Yes, that's Esmeralda, ladies and gentlemen, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Always a great idea to live action your animated shit, Disney, because half the work's already been done. You don't even need a director when you think about it. You just need someone who'll watch the live action thing and do that. Watch the animated thing and do that in live action.
Yeah, but they're not doing that. They're creating new stories.
Who's the one guy who did do that? From Favreau. He did that with Lion King.
Yeah.
And that was successful. Go figure. Yeah, that was before people really got. That was before the Andor effect set in on this. Now, even if Disney does a good live action, no one's going to want to watch it because they've seen enough bad ones. So I think this actually might be a good use of Rachael Ziegler because she can play a gypsy, no problem. She's half Polish, and the gypsies were more or less from that area. Yeah. And she's unlikable, and gypsies were famously unlikable people. Yeah, the role she was made for. Let's start just inking in the word "help wanted" over here. It's like a joke that lurks off the edge of the panel, and I don't show it to the last panel. That's called rhythm.
It's called rhythm?
Rhythm. That's something you don't see. That's something you don't see in your average Garfield comic strip, which is just a talking head. I sort of drag along a story with a lot of movement, and things are placed purposefully. Oh, hey, let's do the word balloons first. Not thinking. Let's try to get these balloons as smooth and as pretty as possible, because when they're not smooth and pretty, I think they draw away a little bit of the attention from the artwork, which you don't want to have happen. Ink bottle, will you sit there a moment? I got to reach around Irving here so I can plant my hand down here. I won't be there long. I would have Rachael Ziegler here, but she's likely to slide off the board. You don't want Rachael Ziegler sliding off the board. That's just a bad thing to happen to poor Rachael. Right down there. Find the arrow. Okay, now, Rachael, sit there and don't move. I don't want you to smudge my ink on the balloons there. Now, Fido's looking like, what, a student is actually coming up to the desk and asking him for help? Oh, well, she'll learn. This will be her lesson for the day. And Fido's got his back turned to us, which is why his tail is here. That's his tail, not his penis.
That's what you keep telling me.
Mm-hmm. Leg and tummy. Right there, Tommy. Now, usually I do a shadow mark a little bit down there just to make me happy. Now let's get Emma's nose in here, and let's see, how cold is the coffee? The coffee has assumed room temperature.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what the hell, while I'm not working. That side. No sniffling on the camera, please. That segment was not sponsored by Kleenex.
Oh, it should be.
All right, now she needs wide open, innocent eyes, and I want to put like a little bit of white space in between here, because that gives this sort of begging for an answer sort of look to her face. And our characteristic cross-hatching in the hair. That's just to make it more difficult to animate. But yeah, if we were to do voices for an animated special, I would want an actress who can do sort of a like a Jewish accent, who speaks
Hebrew?
not Hebrew, Yiddish.
Oh, Yiddish. Okay. There's gotta be.
There's got to be a Yiddish comedian out there somewhere. Jewish people used to be famous for being comedians. Now he's going to be looking straight down. It's eye contact.
And then it went silent.
Yeah, well. Sometimes they just want the cartoonist to shut up and draw. See, look, I remembered the thumb this time. That's because I care. I'm not like all the other cartoonists. You can trust me.
Okay.
If I did this on the computer, I could go back and just sort of erase that little bit that I did over there, and all problem solved. But then I'd have to pay Adobe. And fuck Adobe. Oh, that's the chair right there. See, anyone who's seen me draw this, they know that I will continue like to draw below the panel so that I can figure out where everything is. But does anyone really think I finished drawing the rest of Emma here? That's asking too much of me. And let's get the word balloons in here. Now this one skirts just outside of Fido. I want to make it a light and delicate a line as possible. And we still have the help wanted sign in the background for a little Easter egg joke that nobody will get but me. But it doesn't matter.
But does it make you happy?
But it makes me happy.
And there you go.
Oh, and see, I don't have to bother drawing Emma's black skirt. Now see, look at all the ink I saved there.
There you go.
I need a little bit more ink in that bottle. What do you think? Yeah, it's okay for now. It'll get us through today. I bought a big pint bottle of the ink. That'll last me a while. Okay, Rachel, sit over there for a second.
What if she doesn't want to sit over there for a second?
She doesn't have a choice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, come back to us, Rachel, and your entity. That's Hollywood, baby. As Rachel famously said. Just with all the anti-Semitic stuff that Rachel has said, I'm surprised she's still getting work. I guess they don't run Hollywood after all, huh? Well, my entire life, people ran Hollywood. I guess not.
I think there is sort of a anti-Israel.
Yeah. These days, it's funny. I thought you would think it would nick the last place that could occur would be Hollywood, but yeah, there's it's revealed itself.
It's kind of odd.
Strange as hell. Yeah. I never understood it. I like Jewish people. They've always been honest with me. You make a deal with a Jewish person, they stick by it. I used to be a carpenter. I would love to have Jewish clients because you knew where you stood. If they wanted anything extra, well, you told them you were going to have to charge them for that extra thing, and then they changed their mind, and you didn't have to do the extra work. It was great.
Oh, now stop.
Never understood that. They're always very intelligent people, hardworking.
Yeah. Don't look at me. I don't know half of the reasons why people are upset with certain people.
Yeah, I don't get it. They don't strap bombs to their asses.
All right.
4, 5, 6. But again, all views are those of Fido the comic strip, and not the chief cartoonist, handsome man about town, Charles Lincoln Crosser III, who himself has actually no opinions upon anything. Okay, there's Emma, and I don't have to draw her skirt in that panel either. Ooh, wow, I'm saving so much ink.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this long word arrow in. I like long arrows. They make me happy. Okay, Dino, job well done. He's sitting here with a smile on his face. I, as a teacher, I have just committed an act of teaching.
There you go.
Yeah. It's these magic moments that make this job worth working. Little stud of an earring there in his ear. People wonder what that is. Okay, and the collar is kind of rumply turned over there. This one is still standing up a little bit. Look at, there's a button under there. It's unbuttoned. Pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons on our shirt. Sort of things you have to know as a fashion designer and a cartoonist.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's a connection? See, we have 5 fingers and 5 buttons. What do you think? What do you think? Is there a connection?
Possibly. Although you don't
I have to ask the Illuminati.
You don't use one finger per button.
Oh, geez, I just thought of something. It must be the Illuminati because, famously, the Jewish people are tailors. So they're the ones who gave us the 5-button shirt. Oh, now how is this linked to Rachael Ziegler?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there is something. Yeah.
Well, look, she's not wearing a shirt with any buttons. And she didn't purposely twist that like that so that she showed on the boob. No, this is not a purposely taken photo. This is just her by the poolside, just being happy little Rachael Ziegler. I wonder if she shaved her back on this one.
Oh, that was just an unfortunate.
Rachel's got a hairy back.
No, that was just an unfortunate.
Silverback.
Angle kind of thing.
All right, there is Dino. And now we move on to the last panel. Wow, we are just moving right along here, where we finally reveal the Help Wanted sign. The culmination of my little Easter egg joke there. That I think only you here on Fido Live number 162 will know that the cartoonist purposely put in there just to entertain himself. All right, Rachel, sit over there for a second. Let's get the word balloon in. Very good. Come back to us, Rachel, and sit gently over there. Wait a minute. Get this word. It's on camera. Do not touch the wet ink, Rachel.
Or chief cartoonist.
You need very, very fine lines here, which you never want to do because a fine line will disappear when it reduces. I purposely use the number 8 brush, which is sort of a bigger brush than number 6 would probably be perfect. But I went one size up because I don't think there's a size 7, is there? I went up a few sizes to force me to have a thicker line. And yes, cartoonists use professional tools. You don't use markers. This is not a professional tool. This is a marker. You sign autographs with shit like this. You sign birthday cards, checks even, if they exist anymore. You draw a comic strip with a professional tool. You send a Sherpa up the Himalayas and have them denude a squirrel.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. You got it, you colors. These are the sort of comments and insight that we're going to miss when you're on vacation next week.
Stop talking about it as a vacation. Cut it out.
It's going to be creepy cartoonist talking to himself in an empty room next week. Everyone join us for that. I'm sure it's going to be a fun show. In fact, I might even title that title it that.
Cartoonist?
Creepy cartoonist alone in the room. I'm going to be an incel. All right, there's Emma. Take another short break here to empty the nose. There we go. Oops, I missed the bucket.
Ew.
Got it. Rebound. I got the rebound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unlike many of the players of the NBA, I can do the rebound. The WNBA. So we have to come up with a title for this one this week. And unfortunately, the only thing I wrote down was the face of the WNBA on top of that particular player. Nah. I thought it was incredibly improbable that we'd ever speak of the WNBA again after the dildos are being tossed onto the floor. But hey, they are really trying to get into the media. Women's basketball will never be successful. Just do it for the fun of it. All right. I think Fido's legs are a little bit too stocky here, but oh well, they've already been drawn. And he's moved to the edge of the desk here as well. A lot of movement in this comic strip.
Dancing.
Well, when you draw each panel originally, rather than just doing a trace, regular talking head comic strip, there's just so much you can do. Okay. Let's get the word balloon arrow here for Dino. Now, what I will do is after this ink dries, oops, because you should be looking down at the little girl. See if I can fix those eyes. Oh well. After I let these characters dry, I'll go in again and define the background better. But as you can see, everything is pretty well drawn out. We've got the American flag here, a bookcase, this desk. Oh, I probably should mention my inspiration here. I went
no
to.
one's gonna know your inspiration.
I went to Welcome Back Kotter, an old '70s
Where your
TV show.
dreams were your ticket out.
Gabe Kaplan's comedy TV show, and I stole their classroom. So, yeah. Dino's desk here is, of course, Gabe Kaplan's desk, exactly the same design. And if you'll see the American flag bookcase, blackboard back there, the door being open. I did. But the only problem, I tried to figure out the perspective lines here. And with a desk at a one-point perspective right above Gabe's hand, I was trying to figure out how the back wall there went and drew out the perspective line to over there. But then realized that this was a Hollywood set. And Hollywood sets go like that. They're not square rooms. In reality, you have a square room, but Hollywood set will arch their walls out. So you can see how that wall is arched this way, that wall's going that way. It's not.
So that's why the perspective.
That's why
this
perspective went here. This perspective went here. It wasn't doable. So TV show sets, they don't work perfectly. I'm just going to steal the clutter, the look. We've got the kids sitting on the floor, stolen directly from this Welcome Back Kotter picture. The kids sitting on the floor talking to the teacher. We're using the desks, which but the first time I saw these desks in my life was from this TV show, Welcome Back Kotter. Didn't run into them until high school, and they were better. These are like really crappy desks. So, yeah, that's the inspiration for Dino's new classroom. We're no longer going to do this simple classroom design that I used in the past. We're going to try to make it a little bit more 3D, a little bit more interesting to look at, a little bit more Welcome Back Kotter, because, well, this is Welcome Back Dino, which is probably going to be the title for this.
Welcome Back, Dino.
Welcome Back Dino.
That works.
Yeah, because he's got the Welcome Back Kotter set here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is back as a teacher, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's our title. You got it on camera. And probably about a dozen people out there will get the reference to the old Gabe Kaplan TV show, Welcome Back Kotter.
I think you're being generous.
I'm sure people have seen it on TV Land.
Is it on TV Land? I haven't
According
seen
to
that.
this.
Oh,
Me
okay.
TV. Yeah, okay.
Well, either one.
Yeah, Me TV. Summer of Me, according to this printout. I haven't watched broadcast television in over a decade, so I don't even know if we could get Me TV. I assume it's a
I'm
cable,
sure I'll have
basic.
it for my vacation.
I'm sure it's a basic cable network. Yes, another thing. You get basic cable, free basic cable,
Yep.
where you're going on vacation, and you're still bringing the internet along with you because, well, we prefer to watch our entertainment on the internet. So yeah, I wouldn't take basic cable for free. Oh, speaking of basic cable, the Alien Earth has come out, and it was one of the things that we spoke about earlier about whether we would watch it. And it's on FX, and they're saying, "Where's FX?" Well, that's basic cable. We don't have basic. Well, I knew it'd be somewhere online. We'd be able to pirate it or steal it somewhere. But apparently, it's not worth pirating. It's not that good a show. Listened to all my friends there online: Critical Drinker, Desperado, Nerdrotic, Az from Heel versus Babyface. Apparently, it's not very good. Go figure. They're going to make a new Alien TV show, and in the modern age with made for the modern audience, and it's not any good. Does that what modern audience means? Bad, not any good. Yeah, that's upsetting. That's too bad. You'd figure that would be like dinosaurs. It'd be like something they can knock out of a ballpark easily. But, Disney can't get out of its way, can it? They don't know how to make TV. And you figure by now they would have figured it out. They would, be pretty good at it because they're running a whole cable network. Disney should be good at making TV, shouldn't they? What is the disconnect? Why can't Disney make good TV? We know why they can't make good movies, but why can't they make good TV? So apparently this is like 15 minutes of story shoved into like 6 or 8 episodes. And
that's one of the reasons.
There's a bit where the guy is trapped on an elevator or something like that with one of the xenomorphs, and he's able to correctly identify its gender. The joke out there going online is that, yeah, well, it was in a dress. It was low cut dress. It had its bits and pieces sticking out.
Oh my!
How'd you know it was a she? Yeah, we finally do the reveal here of my little Easter egg, the help wanted sign on the door. There you go. I finished the joke right there. Okay, this is the end of the show. How are we doing with time? Well, we're an hour and 50 minutes. That's good. We want to stay around an hour. Thank you for joining us for Fido Live. Thank you, Rachael Ziegler, for your triumphant return in Disney live action. Yeah. Disney will never learn, will they?
Bye, everyone. I'll think of you all on vacation.
And I'll take a thumbnail of this somewhere. Maybe we'll get Disney on here and whatever. Oh, we probably should get to female basketball. Yeah, we don't know when the chief colorist is coming back. We assume she is. But
I don't like the way you're wording that.
we will not be taking applications for her replacement, so don't get that in mind. Hey, everyone, let's zoom the camera back here so we can actually see the board and an idea of what the thumbnail should look like. We'll get Rachael over there to the right. And, welcome back, Kotter should be on there because it's welcome back, Dino. And I think we should have the face of the NBA on this. Where is she? Face of NBA. Angel, I think her name is. Devil, Angel, whatever. Oh, she must be in this stack of stuff here. Face of the NBA. Where are you? Gee, we had Sydney Sweeney and we didn't use Sydney Sweeney today.
Oh, wow.
There we go. The face of the NBA. She should be over there. The face of women's hoop. Ooh, that's even better. The face of women's hoop. All right, we'll take a thumbnail of this and that'll be your thumbnail. Thank you for joining us for Fido Live number 162. See everyone next week.
Bye.
And there at Rumble and ending.